Today was just one of those days. Neither of us could sleep last night for absolutely no reason, and bad sleep is a recipe for a rough morning. We try to wake up before Cooper does each morning, but we both overslept. Zach had to rush out the door to get to work, and a rushed morning always adds unnecessary stress. I think I microwaved my coffee 3 or 4 times, and then I noticed how dirty my microwave was, so I had to clean it, and then of course I had to microwave my coffee again. I told myself that this was the last time, and if I didn't drink it this time, I was done with it. Can you relate to this? Because this happens more times than I'd like to admit. Lately, Cooper has been really fighting his nap time, and we spend a lot of time every day dancing and rocking him to sleep. He gets so crabby when he is tired and just doesn't want to sleep. Although there are some moments where it can be exhausting and maybe my patience can start running a little thin, but dancing him to sleep is one of my favorite things, and I'm gonna miss it when he's too big to hold. My only goal today was to start my sourdough starter, and then I realized I didn't have the right kind of flour, so then I ended up making more yogurt biscuits, but this time I added in some Asiago cheese, and they didn't turn out great. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was the cheese. I don't know what happened. They didn't rise right. They turned out really flat, but they tasted fine, but they were just really, really flat. I ended up remaking them, and the second time around they did turn out better, but they still weren't as fluffy as the biscuits I have been making, so I really don't know what went wrong, but they still were better, so I guess a win's a win. For dinner, I quickly whipped up some chicken, corn, and green beans, and then I made an easy chicken gravy with the Asiago cheese bagels on the side, and it was pretty good for what it was. Zach saved the day. He went to the store after work and got the correct flour so I can finally start my sourdough starter. Sourdough has gotten a lot of hype this year. I have always loved sourdough bread, and they say it's easier to digest due to the fermentation process. There are things that change in the bread that don't happen when you use normal yeast. I'll link the process that I'm following down below, but I started with 50 grams of flour and 50 grams of water, and I stirred it together, and I loosely put the lid on, and I'm going to let it sit on my counter overnight, and we will check on it tomorrow. But I'm really, really excited about making sourdough bread. I really hope it turns out, because if it does and I can do this, it would be amazing. Well, today sure has been a day. We are both exhausted, but we are excited about the journey that we are on. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.